This is how you replace the top portion of the lamp. All you need is the Phillips screwdriver. So first you have to take off the top, and around the top here will be a little spot that says press. So what we'll do is we'll press on that spot and just pull back and it comes right off. Now remove this part, hold the switch, pull that off, then pull the cardboard off, if it stays. And those can just go back together and set, if it's damaged, set it, throw it away or whatever. Now pull this part up. You can push some wire through the back to let it come up a little bit further. Use your screwdriver to loosen these screws where the wires attach. And pull that wire loose. Do the same on the other side. This part you're going to save, so set it aside. Now there's a knot in these wires. That's to prevent it from pulling through if someone would accidentally trip on the cord. We need to just straighten the wires out, pull that knot out. And now we have to take off this bottom part. There will be a set screw to keep it from turning that we need to just loosen up. You don't need to take it off, take it out all the way. And then twist that off. And once that's loose, just pull it up off the wires. And that should be what you have left. And now we got to put the new one on, the parts I sent. So take your new one, loosen that screw a little bit so that it's not in the threads, because we need to be able to screw onto that pipe. So I'm going to put these wires together so that I can put it through the hole. And then screw it onto that pipe. And now I'm going to tighten up that set screw once I have that nice and tight. And if it looks a little crooked, this will bend a little bit. It has a little bit of give. Now we got to put this back on. So the first thing you got to do is put that knot back in the wire. That's just a safety issue, so it doesn't, the knot will catch at that hole and it won't loosen the wires when they're attached to this. One of the wires has little ridges on it. That will go on the silver screw. So I make sure that wire is wrapped around that screw. And I'm going to tighten it up. And now I'm going to do the same with the gold. The other wire gets around that screw, then just tighten it up. Make sure the knot, try to move it all the way to the bottom of the socket. Squeeze that together a little bit, and then pull the wire back through the bottom of the base and it'll pull that down. Then we just have to put this part back on, which is pretty simple. Put it over the socket. Then there's two little bumps here on each side. Line it up with two here. Okay, it's supposed to be simple. And it just snaps into place. And if you have to wiggle this a little bit to make it a little straighter, no big deal. And that's it.